Yo, I'm on live chat, not top chat. What's up? What's up? Hold on. Music. Some Pokemon music. There we go. What's up, guys? I have a bunch of cards, as you can see. It's a bunch for me. Some people have probably stacks on, fill the entire table with stacks. I have a couple of stacks, but they're pretty cool cards. And I want to send these off to CGC, and there's a part of me that might want to send these off to CGC, but I'm not sure. This is kind of like my PSA stack. I do think that PSA is going to open $20 a piece soon, but it's going to be super slow. I would think probably be like 90 days at least, since it seems like their 50-day turnarounds are 30 to 60 days, or $50, or their $30 turnarounds are. I don't know. It's just going to get... You're just going to have to wait longer and longer and longer when you send off to PSA, the more that they open lower tiers. So, and CGC right now is what, like 10 days? 10 days for bulk. It's pretty insane to me. So I wanted to go through this stack at least and write down grades that we think cards are going to get. So I kind of want to test it. I want to test and see if I am a good pre-grader or not. And I think the best way to try and do that is to take a bunch of cards, write down what you think they're going to get, and see what they get when they come back. And hopefully you are somewhere close. And if you're not, then you can recalibrate yourself. What's difficult for me right now is definitely PSA. I haven't sent very many cards at all. I haven't sent very many... Wait, hold on. Music. Chill. I haven't sent very many cards at all off to PSA. So, I really don't know what's going on. I was told that if I have a good eye for CGC, then I will have a good eye for PSA. But the problem is that lower end, where, like, what will get a 9? What will get an 8? And I think right now, if I look at a card and I'm like, well, it has whitening on more than, a corner, or it has whitening on an edge and this corner, so I'm not going to grade it. It's like, that could be a PSA 9, for all I know. And I just wouldn't know because I don't have any experience with them. So it's been tough trying to figure out what to keep for PSA or what to send to CGC. If I send it all to CGC and just pre-grade it, and everything that gets like a high grade, I regrade with PSA later, that might just be a waste of money. It's impossible to know. It's a giant impossibility. You'll just never know. I think the people who have even been in it the longest still kind of don't know. And you never know when cards are just going to get, like, 5s and 6s for no reason. I had one of those recently. I cracked a slab. It was a 6.5. It was, like, obviously wasn't anything super obvious about it that should have taken it down that far, especially with CGC. So I cracked that out, and I'm going to be resending that one in too, and we're going to see if I get an updated grade. Hopefully I do. That would be awesome. All right, let's start with the cards. Let's just hop right into it. Okay, we've got 2 of these. These are the Shaman EX Blackstar promos that came in, I think they came in specialty like Japanese boxes, kind of like Mario Pikachu and the Poncho Pikachus and stuff. But it was for the Pokecune collection. It was a specialty box for the Pokecune collection. So these are pretty sought after. I think they might have been just in Generations when that came out, I think. But these are pretty expensive in Japanese just because they were promos in those boxes. And I almost don't even want to take these ones out. But they... Hey, Professor Oak, what's going on, man? How you doing? These came straight out of sealed packs. Both of them did. And I've taken a look at them. And I can say that the Poncho Pikachus that I sent into PSA, 3 of them got spoilers because I haven't made that video yet, but 3 of the Ponchos got 10s and they came out of these sealed packs. These will be going to CGC in hopes of getting a pristine or a perfect. Hopefully. Or they might just get 9.5s. I probably should send them to PSA. They would probably get PSA 10 at PSA. But I don't want to wait that long. Especially since I would probably only send them at the $30 tier. And yeah, I don't want to wait that long. So I'm not patient enough for PSA just yet. So yeah, these are beautiful cards, and hopefully they get 10s. So I honestly, I'm gonna write down for both of them 10. These are my predictions. I'm predicting a 10, and if they don't get a 10, well, CGC is just wrong. They're just wrong. How you doing today, Professor Oak? What's going on? We've got Lugia, Neo Genesis, Japanese. Centering on this is really nice. And there are minor bits of whitening. Not really that you can see on the front. And there's not a whole lot of scratches on Holo. I kind of hesitate to take a lot of these out, but I'll try and be careful with them. I don't want to damage the cards before I send them in. But yeah, Holo looks pretty clean. Japanese Holos tend to be pretty clean, even the vintage ones. Like English Holos, you see a lot of print lines and stuff. I just feel like you don't really see that very much with Japanese cards. Let's take a look at the back. So we've definitely got some weirdness on the edge there. Is that a little bend on the... No. It's definitely got some of those micro scratches on the back. And it's got some whitening. A little bit of whitening here and there. I'm hoping that it gets an 8. Just because of how clean it is on the front. Is this for... No, it's not for the PWCC submission. I like to sell everything myself. Although that is a very streamlined program. But yeah, I'm too afraid of auctions. I'm really afraid of auctions. Because auctions right now, compared to buy it nows, like, yeah, you have to be patient with the buy it nows, but whenever I look up comps, the buy it nows sometimes are like 2 times the amount they sell for at auction, which is just scary to me. So I have a hard time sending cards in for auctions. So I'm going to guess that this card is going to get... Where is this? Oh, here it is. I'm going to guess that that's going to get an 8. I'm going to say an 8. I don't really see anything that should make it get less than an 8. But honestly, I don't have a lot of experience with 7s and 7.5s, so I wouldn't be able to tell you anyway. We have Umbreon from Neo Discovery. Wait a minute. Is that Holo Bleed? Is the Holo supposed to go in front of Umbreon like that? Does that normally happen, or is that Holo Bleed? I can't tell. The Holo is over the Pokemon. I don't feel like that usually is supposed to happen that way. I don't really see Holo Bleed on the other parts of the card. I don't know if that's normal. Look at that. Huh. That's interesting. It could be normal on the Japanese card. I feel like I've seen the English card a lot, and I haven't seen the Japanese card very often. But yeah, this definitely has some Holo Bleed. Or something that goes over the Umbreon, which I feel like doesn't typically happen. So this card is off-center. You can tell it's like crooked. Whenever I've had crooked cards like this, they've still been able to get 9s. But definitely not any higher than that. I don't think I've gotten a 9.5 where the whole card is kind of cockeyed a little. So I think it still has a chance just by looking at that. But I think when you get to the backside is where it starts to get a little rough. You can see it's got a lot of those kind of micro scratches. Again, kind of like the Lugia. This one might be a little bit more scratched up. So again, for this one, very little whitening though, just a couple dots here and there. So I'm again hoping that this card gets an 8. I think that it would be pretty realistic. I hope. Fingers crossed. Really cool card. I really love that artwork. That's the first Umbreon too, right? I think that's the very first Umbreon card. Would the Neophile card, would that... Would that be considered the first one? Because there was a Neophile that came out that had an Umbreon in it. It's a non-holo Umbreon. This would be, I guess, the first holo Umbreon? But yeah, I don't know if that Neophile came out before the actual set came out. Not sure. Alright, we've got an Espion. Love this holo. Again, I feel like this one looks even cleaner than the Umbreon the last time I looked at it. It's been a little while. So we will take another look. Hello, cat. What are you doing? Okay. It's got that nice swirl on the left. Swirls get the girls. I will always pay a little bit more for a swirl. Always. This card is especially clean. On the back, very little whitening. Oh, there is just a little dot. You might be able to see it up there. Just a tiny little dot on the surface. I've tried to remove it. I tried to be careful in removing it. Make sure that I don't damage the card. But I think that this card would definitely get a 9, in my opinion. I hope. I should say, I hope that this card gets a 9. My cost basis is that if it gets an 8, I still make a little money, so that's good. But I'm hoping that it gets a 9, because I think it looks especially nice. And it's a beautiful card. I think it's an Espion. I don't know if that... Okay, help me. Which one came first? I don't know. Neo Destiny or Neo Discovery? Did Neo Discovery come first? One of these is the first Espion. I don't know which one. I'm not sure. I'm going to write down a 9, though, for this Espion. Not sure. Alright. Now we have the Neo Destiny Espeon. Another beautiful card. I have this card in English in a 9. And if this one gets a 9 or better, I'll probably sell my English copy and keep this one. Maybe. Or I'll sell both. Maybe I'll just keep the English one. I might try and sell the English one at Comic-Con. Or Collecticon. One of the two. Whichever one it sells at. Centering looks good on this. It's a little bit off. Just a tiny bit. But no real whitening to speak of. And let's take a look at the back. Oh, what's that up there? There seems to be maybe a little surface thingy up there. Right there. What is that? Is that a scratch? Did I just get rid of it? It might have been a hair. No, it's still there. I think that's a bit of a scratch. That's interesting. So CGC tends to be more lenient on little scratches like that, you know? So I don't really know. I feel like it could still get an 8, even with a little scratch like that. It's possible. I don't know if that... See, those are the types of little things that I feel like if that went to PSA, it would be like a 6 at the most, because it has that little kind of line scratch dent thing. I feel like that would be like a 6, PSA 6. But I'm gonna go with 8. I hope that gets an 8. Next up, we have Suicune. Very cool card. I think that's Suicune's. Again, I think Suicune is in the Neophile, so I don't know if this is first appearance or not. It's definitely the first holo. Let's take a look. So this card was especially nice. Apart from, there was a bit of a... There was a bit of an indent that I worked on a little bit because there weren't any creases. So I decided to, there's a little bit of a line up there, you can see, tiny little line. But the back of it, otherwise, looks really clean, like extremely clean. So I'm hoping that this one can sneak by with an 8 as well. There was, so the top of this card, I did make a video on this, but it wasn't kind of straight with a little bit of a curve like it is now. It was more of like a whoop sort of thing. So I had to push out the part that was pushed in to try and clean it up a bit. And I feel like it's better than it was. Still not perfect, but it's better than it was. So hopefully there's no creases or anything on it. So hopefully it'll sneak by with an 8. Fingers crossed. Oh, I forgot to post. Duh. There we go. Alright. This is the card that I cracked out. This is probably my favorite Arcanine artwork. I'm trying to think of the other ones right now. I don't think one beats this out. I think this is my favorite one. Beautiful artwork. Is this Nishida? Yep. Of course it is. I was just recording a video and I was looking at some evolutions that were drawn by Nishida. Awesome artist. Love their work. Hey, what's going on, SDC? How's it going? Yeah, I really like Japanese, especially the mid-era. I just think you can get those cards for under $10, and they're like 20 years old or 15 years old or whatever, and it just seems like a decent play. So that's what I'm trying to do recently. But I hope you're doing good, SDC. Thanks for stopping in. So this card got a 6.5 the first time it was sent in, and I had no idea why. Because it is absolutely minty. No clue. So when I cracked it out, I noticed that there was a bit of a... Well, you can barely see it now. There was a bit of like a thing going on here. So what I did was I did a little bit of bend, tiny little bit of correcting, and hopefully I will bend it back out and it will get an 8. I'm hoping an 8. Honestly, it could get a 9, depending on if they see the little bend or not, because it is that clean. Crawdad, what's going on, dude? How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the CGC pre-grade party. Where I just show you a bunch of cards I want to grade. I found this just chilling in my bulk box. I think it came from a collection that I bought a while ago. This is a Gengar EX from Phantom Forces, I think. And when I looked online... 8.5s and 9s of this card were going for like 35, 40 bucks. So I thought I would send it in. I have 3 of them, and this one I think was the cleanest looking one. You can see that the centering is a little crooked, just a little bit, nothing crazy. But otherwise, there's literally no whitening. It's basically pack fresh. Like, it's kind of crazy. It's basically pack fresh. So, I'm going to send in Mr. Gengar and see if he can get us a 9, hopefully. You have a sty. Ugh, that's in your eye, right? That sucks, man. I feel like you have eye issues, don't you? I feel like, man, that was probably a long time ago now, but I feel like you've had issues with your eyes in the past. Could be wrong. Yeah, that's tough, dude. That's tough. I'm sorry to hear that. I have never had a sty. It sounds like it would be painful, though. Not be fun. Alright. I got this. I bought, when I bought the Poncho Pikachus, I also got this card, along with the Shamans, along with a couple of Toys R Us promos. And I thought I would send this in because I think like 8s and 8.5s were going for like 25, 35 bucks. And it's a shiny Magikarp, which is kind of cool. It's kind of a cool promo. I don't think it's particularly rare or anything. There is definitely some whitening, so I am kind of pushing for probably an 8 or 8. Probably an 8. Maybe an 8.5 if I'm lucky. We'll have to see. That one's kind of an experiment. Oh wait, what did I say? Hold on. I failed. I have failed. The Umbreon. I think the Umbreon will get an 8. The Suicune, I hope, also gets an 8. Magikarp. Shiny Magikarp promo. I think that would probably get an 8 as well. I feel like I'm undergrading, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. You get them every once in a while. Isn't it like a little, is it a calcium deposit sort of thing? What exactly is a sty? It's like a bump or something that shows up on your eye, right? And then it just has to kind of like go away. And I think they're pretty painful. Yeah, I'm going to send this bad boy in. See how that does. Here we go. So we have 2 of these. So my cost base, I got this also when I bought the... I got so many cards when I bought those stupid Poncho Pikachus, but I got this as 2 of these. Well, I have 2 of these, but I got 1 of these with the Poncho Pikachu. It's a blocked tear duct. Oh. That doesn't sound good. I have graded 1 other one of these, and I think it got a 9, I think. Now, one of these... yeah, you can see it. You can still see it. Damn. We're going to see what this gets. As you can see, it's really tough to see unless you're looking at this like this. But obviously you can see that there's some sort of bend there at the top. Now, I got this essentially for free because it showed up from Bai and it was damaged, and the buyer or the seller listed it as close to unused. And so I reached out and I was like, hey, I think this was damaged in shipping. The buyer listed as unused. The bend isn't in the photos, and they actually gave me a refund, which is crazy. So this was basically legit. It's essentially free, so I'm going to send it in and just see what it gets as kind of like a test. Yeah, no subgrades, not sending any into subgrades. Not interested in subgrades. They're too expensive. I'm saying all 8.5 of my curiosity is most for the regrade. If you win, I got 10 going back in. If I change my 6.5 to anything higher, I think it's going to go higher. Right? I think it's pretty obvious that will go higher, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. This one, I think, came from when I bought the... Man, the centering on these is just so good. So, I don't know if I've just gotten lucky, but all of the ones that I've gotten, the centering has just been amazing. Now, the cut is kind of unfortunate on top. There's a little bit of whitening on the top from the cut. But other than that, it looks pretty awesome. This came in the purchase with the ponchos. This one did. This one didn't. That one came from Bai. But I think I sold... I'm trying to think of what I sold it for. I think I sold a 9 for like 150 bucks-ish. So, I'm going to say... I don't know how harshly they're going to judge the cut of this card. But what I'm going to say is I think this poncho... I think this poncho is going to get a 9 because of the cut is weird. Pokemon Center Pikachu 206. Nope, that's not it. It's got to be in here. Where is it? There it is. Mega Tokyo Pikachu. I think this is going to get a 9. And I'm going to hope for a 9.5. And I think this other one, I don't know what this other one's going to get. I guess I hope that it gets an 8, but it could get a 7, 7.5, something like that. I should probably sell it raw, but I'm just interested. I know that CGC is a bit more lenient on the surface grades, so... Okay, so if you guys didn't know, the Poncho Pikachus actually come with one of these behind every one of them. So if you open a sealed pack of the Ponchos, you get one of these behind the Poncho Pikachu. And it is a special Pokemon Center, has an interesting hollow pattern across the front. Pikachu promo card, and these all came sealed with the Ponchos. I will say that the 3 Ponchos that these came with all got 10s so at PSA. So I'm hoping that at CGC... I think that they will at least get 9.5s. Hopefully, I get some 10s on these. So I'm going to go big. I'm going to say that they're going to get 10s. I'm going big, guys. I'm going big. CGC is so hard to pre-grade due to having so many different grades from 8 and up. Yeah, the whole 8, 8.5. I'm kind of keeping it like, you know, 0.5 up or down sort of thing. But yeah, I'm thinking, why is this in here? I don't know if I want to send this one or not. See, what I like about this one is it's a cute Pikachu, and it's got the cool reverse holo pattern from Dark Phantasm, I think it is. So you got this really unique Pokeball reverse holo pattern on top of this Pikachu. And I actually saw one of these sell for quite a lot. Let me look at it again. CGC 014071. Professor Oak might want this card, actually. He's a Pikachu collector. Although, Professor Oak, you might only collect English. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you're into the Japanese. Okay, so one is listed from Thailand in a 9.5 for 27.50. A perfect 10 of this card went for $100. And then a pristine 10 went for about 40. And these are both recent sales. A pristine 10 went for 50, and a 9.5 went for 27. Yeah. So, I'm kind of thinking that this one would probably go for like 25 in a 9.5, so I thought I would send it in. Hey, how's it going, Ibex? Or Nick? What's going on, man? How you doing? This is pack fresh. I have noticed, though, I don't know if you've noticed this, Ibex, but I feel like the top cuts on a lot of these Japanese cards recently have been really rough. Like, the bottom cuts are okay, the side cuts are pretty okay, but the tops end up kind of rough for some reason. I don't know why that would be the case. Are there any cards that you would not submit to grade based off very high pop report count for no consideration when sending in cards for grading? No. It depends on my cost basis. Like there are some cards at the bottom of this pile that are probably skyrocketing in the amount of them graded, but because my cost basis is like $5 and they're selling for like 30, 35 and a 9, you're still making $10 a card, so it's like you might as well, right? So, and if you score a 10 in some of those cards, then you're making, $100 a card. So it's who knows? But yeah, it just depends on cost basis. Reverse Pika would be a nice one for the PC. Yeah. I love these unique Japanese reverse holo patterns. They're so cool. Like, this one was cool, and the Pixel one that they did was cool for VMAX Climax. They've been doing some interesting stuff. I love the Pokeball one. I think the Pokeball one's my favorite so far. Have a bunch of Japanese, too. I'm ranked 2 in the world with PSA, I think. Yeah. Didn't you say it was only, like, 7 or 8% of the Pikachu things, though? Like, because there's so many Pikachu cards, that even with, like, such like a small percentage of them is actually, like, you could be ranked really high even if you only have, like, a certain percent because there's so many Pikachu cards. Are you worried, though, that you won't be able to ever 100% it because they're, Pikachu Illustrator and shit? Or you're just like, hey, you know what? Someday I'm going to own an Illustrator, baby. Been noticing it too. Top edge is often kind of rough. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know why that is. Seems odd. Alright, this one I got with my Charizard level X. It's the Charizard G Holo. Obviously, it's way off center. But I think with CGC, it would probably still get like an 8.5 centering, maybe. I've had cards this off center sent in, and I feel like they've still gotten like 8.85 for centering. Oh, the Pikachu My Little Pony card. Yeah, the basic trainers card. That is pretty cool, isn't it? I'll never be 100%, but it'll be fun trying. Hey, at least if you're in the top 5 or 1 or 2 like you are right now, that's pretty sick. Because there are so many Pikachu cards. Look at this. Oh, that holo pattern is nice. So these came in decks, I believe. I do have the level X of this as well, and it is super clean. But this card as well is super clean. No whitening to speak of. Pretty mint. So I'm going to hope that that card gets a 9. I think it will still be worth picking up in a 9. Oh, that's so cool. It's like rainbow colored as well. And it's got, it's so nice. It's so sick. I like that card a lot. The 1 of 1. Pikachu, My Little Pony. Yeah, that one's going to be tough. You'll have to pry it from basic trainers' cold dead hands. I'm going to Colorado. I'm going to Denver. I'm going to be vending at Denver with the guys, I think. Pretty sure. I think Pikachu and me are going to be splitting a table. I think that's the plan. I bought my ticket for Denver today, so that's going to be pretty awesome. So I'll be in Denver at the booth with everyone, which will be pretty cool. So if you guys are in Denver, I'm going to be there. We got a Roxanne. Roxanne. So this was just particularly minty. It's pack fresh. I pulled it myself. It's really minty. And it's a waifu. So I thought I would send it in and see what it gets. It's English. So, but I'm hoping that, we get like a 9-ish. Hello, cat. Cat, you can't be up here, You're not allowed right now. Hey, come on. Come on. No, Keiko, come on. Hello, friends. Am I going to vlog it? I would like to. It's one of those situations where, like, if nobody else is creating content around it, you don't want to be that one guy who, like, has a camera going the whole time if people don't want to be filmed. So if I was going alone and was just going to be, like, casually doing it, I'll try and vlog some things. Obviously, I'll walk around at the place and stuff, kind of like I did last time. I'll try and do some vlog stuff. But I don't want to be like, I don't want to be intrusive with my vlogging, so we'll see how it goes. I'll try and do as much as possible without being annoying. So, yeah, we'll see. Radiant Greninja. So, I thought about sending this in because it's pack fresh. I pulled it myself. It's Greninja and it's Radiant and it's from a new set and it's English. And it's particularly minty. The centering is actually really, really nice. So I wanted to send it in and see if there was a chance that we could get a pristine 10 or something on it. And I have, like, no cost basis on those, so understandable. Yeah, it's one of those things, like, we're all content creators, but at the same time, I don't really know how comfortable everyone will be with that, so we'll see. We got Starmie. So this card... pulled myself out of the only Astral Radiance box that I opened. And it's like one of the chase cards of the set. So I wanted to send this one in. It's a little off-center, obviously, as you can see. But I'm hoping that it still gets a 9, because otherwise it is minty. It is minty fresh. Ooh. Gengar. We got Gengar from Dark Phantasm. I've seen this card sell for pretty high. Pretty up there. In decent grades. I think that seems to be a bit of a play right now. Where, yeah, it sold for $125 in a... Is that a pristine or a perfect 10? No, that's a pristine 10. In a pristine 10, it sold for $125. So, yeah. Some people are putting banned card in the title. It's not banned. When are people going to realize that she's not smoking? She's not smoking weed. Like, everyone just assumes that she's smoking weed in the card. She's blowing on the fire. She's not smoking weed. I don't understand why everyone thinks that this card is going to get banned for some reason. But, yeah, so these cards are kind of going for a lot right now. So I'm going to send this one in and see if we can't score a 10. Because, pack fresh. Straight to sleeve. Let's see if we can get a pristine, huh? Let's do it. See what we got. Don't underestimate how much people love attention. Just ask people questions and they'll want to be asked on camera, I'm sure. Maybe. We'll have to see. This one's also from Dark Phantasm. I got the Volo full art character rare from my box that I opened. So I thought I would send this one in. Again, pack fresh, straight out the box. Very cool, in my opinion. It's pretty awesome looking. Full art trainer. It's not a waifu though, so I don't know how well this one's selling. It's not a waifu. I'm not sure how much people actually care about Volo. Let me check. Oh god, a 9.5 sold for $22. Maybe I shouldn't send this one in. It's so weird how nobody cares about the dudes, man. Why doesn't anyone care about the dudes? Why doesn't anyone care about the dudes? It's such a cool card. Nobody cares. All right, I'm gonna set this one to the side. We'll see. We'll see if I send it in or not. We'll have to see. Amazing how wonderful modern cards look. Not surprising people still go crazy for it. True. True. Speaking of cards I go crazy over, I still absolutely love this card. I know there's a billion of them out there, but holy shit is this card amazing. Like this I feel like is the ancient Mew of today. Like there's a billion of them, but it's always going to be sought after because of how amazing it looks. And it's just gorgeous. These came straight out of boxes. I've only ever opened 2 Hidden Fates boxes. One of them I won from Nick and Dan last year during their 25 days of giveaways during Christmas time. I won a Hidden Fates ETB, and I opened it on the channel, and that was super cool. And yeah, so these came out of those, and they are box fresh. They look pretty nice, so I want to send them in. And see, we should get 9s, hopefully 9.5s. We have 2 of them. Surprisingly, I was lucky and got actually decently centered ones. This one's a little more off than the other one, but these cards are awesome. I love them. They look so good. And I think they're cards that would probably do pretty well at a convention or an event. Oh, another thing. I'm going to be doing a local Comic-Con here in my town. That's going to be happening in August. So in August, I'll be having a booth and selling cards. And in October, I'll be having a booth and selling cards. So I'm going to get a little preview of what vending is going to be like. And then I'll go to one of the biggest card conventions in the United States. 2 months after. I'm a little terrified, honestly. But yeah, this was packed fresh. I opened it myself from my Eevee Heroes box that I opened way back in the day, and I thought I would send it in. Glaceon is very cool, and it's modern Japanese, so it should grade pretty well. This one's interesting. I've been sending in Japanese versions of this and getting really good grades, but I did have an English one lying around. I really do like this card. This one's definitely got some more whitening on it, so it'd probably get more like an 8, maybe an 8.5 if I'm lucky, but it does have enough whitening that it'll probably would get an 8. The holo is very clean though, so I'm thinking that'll be okay. But yeah, really like this card, really like the Japanese version a lot more, but I do have the English version as well. And then we have 2 Charmanders from the Japanese version, from the Pokecune collection. You can see all of the adorable hearts. The Charizards that came with these Charmanders got 9.5s. So I'm hoping that happens with these guys, and maybe we can score a 10 or 2. Be cool. I want to have a good mix of cards going into my first Comic-Con in August. So hopefully a mix of Japanese, a mix of English, probably more on the English, especially English Modern, I feel like would do pretty well in my area, because my area, especially since it's a Comic-Con, and then in my area in North Carolina, I don't think there's very many people who are looking for Japanese cards, but I could be wrong. We have a Pikachu Full Art from Brilliant Stars. This is a set. I feel like everyone talks about Evolving Skies, right? Evolving Skies is the best set, is the best Sword and Shield set. I'm sorry, but Brilliant Stars, I think, gives Evolving Skies a run for its money. I think it does. Because it's way more fun to open a box of Brilliant Stars, in my opinion, especially with the character rares. And, like, Brilliant Stars has some amazing cards. The 2 Charizards, the alternate arts are amazing. Like, yeah, Evolving Skies is pretty cool, but Brilliant Stars is pretty damn good. I think people scoff at it because it's Charizard heavy, but I think this is really, really good set. So we've got this, and yeah, it's pack fresh. I think I had one that was similarly aligned that got a 9, so I'm hoping that this one also gets a 9. I think I remember you saying in a past video that you bought the Charizard V Altars for a Project Experiment. Is that still in the works, or did I miss it? It's still an idea in my mind, but it's I have to reevaluate because I took too long between selling those Charizards and like continuing it as and I kind of second guessed what I wanted to do with the idea. So it's still an idea I want to do. Basically, it's a challenge where I give myself like $100 and I try and flip and see how much, like, what I can turn that $100 into just using Pokemon cards. So the idea at the beginning, the idea was I'm going to take $100 and I'm going to flip it into a vacation, like somewhere, and that was going to be a video. So it would be me buying cards, grading them, getting them in, selling them, and then all the way up, starting from $100 to a vacation, you know, and then it kind of turned into something else. So it was like a challenge where I take a finite amount of money and then I try to turn it into as much money as possible into like a cool experience, I guess. So it's still a video I want to do, and I will do it eventually. But and those Charizards were actually really good to start that video off with, because I think I sold the 10 for like $300 or somewhere around there, and I bought it for like 50. So it was really good. But yeah, I flipped about 5,000 into a closet full of Pokemon cards challenge. Yeah, I think a lot of people flipped a lot of cards into their closet. I don't know. I don't have a sealed collection. Metazoo is my sealed collection. That's my sealed collection at this point. But we've got a Marnie's Pride. I like Marnie. Everyone seems to like Marnie. The centering is better on this one than the Pikachu. So there's definitely a little bit of cut issue here and there, but I think it could still get a 9. So hopefully that Marnie's Pride will get a 9. I think I graded one of those. I think I sold it for like 60 or 70 bucks and a 9 when it first came out. So it's probably not around there anymore, but hopefully it's I don't know, like a $50. Let's see. See, this is what doesn't make any sense, you guys. CGC 9.5 sold for $111 or best offer. And a 9.5 at auction went for $37. How are you supposed to figure out what the card actually costs? The buy it now sells for 3 times the amount as the auction. Like, what does it cost? What's the comp? What's the comp with the card like that? What is it? I don't know. It's impossible to know when like the buy it now prices are so much different from the auction prices. It's crazy. It's impossible. We have some Blastoise from Celebrations. I was never lucky enough to pull a Charizard. But these are pack fresh. Pack fresh, minty. I think these are like $5 cards now. But I think they sell for pretty well in decently high grade. 9.5 sold for about 40. 9.5 sold for 49. Yeah, so they sell pretty okay. So yeah, we're gonna send these in. I don't really have a cost basis on these, so might as well send them in. We've got 2 of them. They're both, the centering on both of them is a little off. This one actually looks pretty good, but the other one is a little more off. We'll see how they do. Charizard. Oh, we're starting to get into, so my new goal is to get a CGC Perfect 10. And I bought some cards to try and get that. And these are 2 of them. So these Charizards I actually have a Charizard box. It's literally an Elite Trainer box that I've bought just a bunch of really low cost modern holo Charizards that are in mint condition. I just put them in a card saver and throw them in the Charizard box and close it up. And they're just going to sit there. But I did pull from the Charizard box a little bit to try and go for this perfect 10. So I have these two Charizard Vs. I really like this. I don't know if this is in English, but the texture on this card is flames. It's super cool. The background texture on this card is actual flames. It's really sick. So, I think I'm back. Am I back? Hello? I'm back? Okay. Wait. Am I back? Something happened there. My internet flickered. Everyone's still there? Alright, cool. Nick, I was wondering. So, for the Pokemon Go boxes, what are the guaranteed hits in a Pokemon Go box? And then same with VMAX Climax. What are the guaranteed hits in a VMAX Climax box? Yeah, my internet sneezed, exactly. I just freaked out. It was like, and then it came back. Just a tiny seizure. We're good though. We're good. Yesterday we had like torrential rain. It was insane. It was actually crazy. Flash flood warnings, all that stuff, and my internet went out for probably a couple of hours. I think my internet went out for. It was kind of crazy. So yeah, I'm curious what the guaranteed hits are. I've been watching. This is dangerous, okay? I'm just going to tell you guys, it's extremely dangerous to watch this channel because it's going to make you want to do a mass opening. I've been watching Darium's Pokemon. And Darium's Pokemon has a bunch of videos where he opens 1,000 packs of a given set. And I've been binging those in the background of my work day. And I keep thinking, like, what set would I want to do a massive opening for? And I'm like, maybe a Japanese set would be cool, like VMAX Climax or Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go, you get 1 Secret, 1 Radiant, 1 Ditto, 2 VMAX or V-Stars, 4 Vs. God dang. And Pokemon Go is 20-pack, right? It's a 20-pack box. And VMAX Climax is a 10-pack box. Interesting. He's doing Pokemon Go now. Yeah, I've been watching his like opening 6 of this collection box, opening 6 of this collection box. I'm like, ooh. Yeah, I really like his videos though, and it's making me think like I could probably buy a case of Fusion Strike and open that. Fusion Strike is cool, and you can get a case for like $500. It's dangerous because at some point I'm gonna spend way too much money. Actually, now that I just bought my ticket for Denver, I'm definitely not going to be spending that much money. All right, here are some cards that I'm going to try and go for that perfect 10 for. We've got some Charizard V-Stars. We've got a bunch of them. I bought a bunch of them because I think I got them for like $2 a piece. And I went through the ones that I have, and I found the mintiest ones that I could find. And I really want that perfect 10. So we're going for it. And we're going for it using Charizard. These look pretty nice. I would be happy with a pristine 10, obviously. I've only got 2 10s ever from CGC. 2. One of them was a Charizard V alternate art, which was awesome, Japanese. And one of them was a Phoebe Rainbow Rare from Single Strike Master, or whatever the Japanese equivalent was of Battle Styles. Those are the 2. I've never had a perfect 10. I've only had a pristine. 2 pristines. And that's it. So hopefully we can get some out of this submission. Yeah, Charizard V-Stars. Charizard V-Stars. I just bought these like en masse because they were literally like $2 a piece. I think my cost bases in these are $2. And I thought, it's a Charizard and it's a V-Star. $2? Like, yeah, okay. I'll do it. I'll do it and see what happens. So these will hopefully get 9 or higher. I would be really surprised if they didn't get 9 or higher. Some of these, the centering's a little better than others, but they all are minty. So I'm hoping for that pristine 10. Or that perfect 10, one of the two. I'd love to get a perfect 10. That would be sick. Alright, more Charizards. Now, from what I've seen, people actually really like this Charizard. And I really like this Charizard artwork. I think it's fantastic. The Tag Bolt. The Tag Bolt or the Tag Team, I think? But in Tag Team, it wasn't hollow. You had to get the deck version that was shattered hollow. Or like a glass hollow. So, Semi-Old Guy, what's up? How's it going, dude? Welcome. I made you a mod, by the way. By the way. What's going on, man? So, we've got... how many of these? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 of these Tag Bolt Charizards. In 9s, they sell for pretty well. I think they sell for like 25, 35 bucks-ish, around there. And 15 to grade, so I'll make 10 bucks on each of these. I think I bought these for like $2, $3 a piece, so at worst I'll probably make $7 a piece on them. But yeah, these are also minty. I went through all of them that I have, and I picked out the best looking ones. They're all Japanese modern. They should have no whitening on the back. They should be perfect. And they should get perfect 10s. Yeah, right. With my luck, they're all going to come back like 9.5s. I'll just get like 20 9.5s. Be like, damn it! But I do really like this artwork. This Charizard artwork is really nice. So, this actually came out in a Cosmo holofoil pattern in Canada. You have to buy it from Canada. Because they came in like Costco boxes, but only in Canada, I think. It's weird. I don't know. It's strange. But yeah, you have to get them only in Canada to get the Cosmo foil pattern. But yeah, this is just super sick. So I'm hoping that one of these can get a perfect 10. Or multiple, you know. I would love to get like 5 perfect 10s. That'd be pretty sick. Alright, we got some Radiants. Or some Pokemon Go cards. So I'm going to send in a Radiant Eevee. Obviously, these come in collection boxes. Centering's a little off on this, but I feel like I would be pretty early to market with it. Maybe. Somebody's probably sent out like 20 of these. Just waiting for them to come back now. And I pulled a Blanche. I know, I think TCA Gaming opened a ton of packs trying to get this Blanche. And this was in my second ETB. So... Or this was in that collection box. This was in the Eevee collection box. The hits out of that collection box were insane. I pulled like 4 full arts, or no, 3 full arts and a Radiant out of 8 packs out of my collection box. It was ridiculous. But yeah, so we have this Pokemon Go Rainbow Blanche. Super cool. I don't know. I mean, the centering is really nice on it. That's kind of why I set it aside. And hopefully it does well. Hoping for the best. Now, I bought these from Japan. Some of them. One of these is a English modern, but we've got the Charizard Radiants from the Pokemon Go set. They're so beautiful in Japanese, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So, minty, 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 minty. Hoping for a 10 or 2. We'll see how it goes. I think someone in the Discord that I'm in, TCG, they grade a lot of Japanese, especially like White Shorts and stuff. I think they said they got like 25 10s out of like 47 cards. Something recently with CGC for some White Short stuff. So I'm hoping for the best. We also pulled this Radiant Blastoise from the collection box as well as all those other cards. So I'm going to send this one in with its Japanese counterpart. It is packed fresh and it's not damaged like the alternate art Mewtwo that I got was. I was so pissed. I was like, yes, oh my god, I pulled the Mewtwo. That's the one thing that I wanted out of this set. And then I turn around, I look at the back, and there's this nasty dent on the bottom middle, this little nasty dimple on the edge that just like screwed up the front and the back of it. Pulled pack fresh. And it had like a little dent on it. Oh, I was so frustrated. It was such a beautiful card. I sold it for $80, which was nice. But yeah, it was unfortunate that I couldn't send it in for grading. We have the Japanese Blastoise Radiant. I actually got the Radiants, so I got the set of 4, 2 Charizards, a Blastoise, and a Venusaur. I got it for like $50 or $55 or something like that, which I think is pretty good because I think the Charizards go for like $25 on their own, and so you're kind of getting the Venusaur and Blastoise for free. It's kind of the way I was looking at it. Or you're getting the Charizards at a pretty good discount. So, yeah, I thought that was a pretty decent buy. I'm going to send these in and see what they get. These are obviously the chase cards for the Pokemon Go set for a lot of people. The Radiants. We got a lot of Radiants. We got the Greninjas. We got the Pokemon Go Radiants of the starters. I have some other Radiants, but I'm not going to send them in because they're not cool Pokemon. Let's face it. Sneasler is not the coolest Pokemon to have a Radiant, okay? And I think I have Heatran Radiant. It's kind of like I'm not gonna grade that. Like, I'm just not. All right, we got these beautiful Pikachu character rares. Look at these things. This is what Pokemon cards are now. It's insane. This artwork is awesome. Like, first of all, it's just adorable. Like, the whole setup here is just super cute. And then the ultimate level of cuteness, and when you see it, it blows your mind. But the highlight of the shadow is a heart in between their 2 heads. Look at that. That is so cute. That is so dang cute. So, I had to buy like 6 of these. And I'm going to send in 5 to try and get a 10. I just think it's an amazing card. Absolutely beautiful. And it's not out in English yet. So, since it's not out in English yet, we're going to see if we can't make a play, do a little bit of a flipperoo. Because it is just super cute. So, I think these will be pretty sought after. And there's another card that's also not out in English yet that I'm going to be doing this with as well. And you can see them right there. We got 6 of these, but I think I'm grading 5. I think there was one that had a little tick of whitening on the back, so I'm not going to send that one in. We got the Leon Charizard, another character rare that is not yet out in English. That seems to be doing pretty well, especially if you can hit a 10. So yeah, I think I got these for like $4 a piece, which I thought was kind of insane. I mean, I know they're pretty easy to pull because I think you get like 2 or 3 of these in a box, but still, it's a really cool card, and it's Charizard, so it seemed like a no-brainer to me. So, we've got Leon Charizards. I think I bought 10 of these, and I think I'm grading 7. I think there were 3 of them that got a little messed up in shipping. But I'll be grading 7 of these bad boys to try and get that 10. Really want that 10. We will get it eventually. I keep not showing you guys the back. They're all mint. There's nothing really to see. The interesting cards were at the beginning because I actually had to try and think about what the grades are going to be. These are all going to be 9+. I'm hoping 10s. Unless I missed like a dent or something on any of them, which I don't believe I did, but I'll look them over again before I send them in. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of my CGC submission. I'm hoping for the best, and we are hunting for a perfect 10. That's what we're trying for. We're really trying. I don't think I'm going to send Volo in. Volo, I don't think I'm going to send you in, man. Even though we might be able to get a 10 with him, it doesn't look like there's very much demand for Volo, unfortunately. He's not a waifu, so he's just not gonna cut it. He's gonna make the chopping block. We're gonna chop him off. He's not going in. Alright, so I think it's like 65 cards or something like that I'll be sending in. Pretty excited. Now, I don't know what to do with these. You guys gotta let me know. You gotta let me know what you think. This is kind of like my save for PSA pile. I've been collecting and purchasing mid-era Japanese holos and like level X's and stuff. And I'm just not sure These are all gradable copies. I'm just not sure if I should send these into CGC bulk and just get them back, or as almost like a pre-grade scenario, where if it's like, oh, if it gets like a 9.5, then maybe I'll crack it and get it a 10 later. Right now, I'm kind of trying to be patient. I'm trying to wait for $20 grading. As you can see, like a lot of evolutions from the mid-era. Really nice looking holos. But part of me is just like, man, they're just like sitting here. Like I could send these to CGC, they'd all get graded, they'd all be back in 2 weeks. And I could determine which ones I wanted to sell, depending on which ones get like 8s and 8.5s. And I could flip them, and then I could use the money towards other things. Right now, it's just kind of sitting. It's like, what do I do with it? I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know. What would you guys do? I love this Gyarados. Now, this Gyarados card would look good in a CGC case. That's what I'm saying. All that blue in a CGC case, that'd be nice. That'd be really nice. Cresselia. We got some Delta species. We got Latios. Where my Rayquazas at? Where my Rayquazas at? Got Salamence. Houndoom. Manectric. I forget what his name is. This is such a cool card, man. And this one has we saw this one the other day. This one has Hollow Bleed on it. It has a nice little swirl. It's such a badass artwork from Arita. Power went out right after I said hello. Oh god. Having a crazy storm. We had a crazy storm last night. I actually lost internet last night. Look at that Chimchar. That's super cool. Here are the Rayquazas. So this is kind of irritating to me. Rayquaza, the Pokemon that has artwork like this, right? This is his first appearance. I'm pretty sure that is Rayquaza's first appearance. It's like, okay, it's a cool card, but like, come on, dude. Come on. Come on. This Rayquaza's sick. Will they be back in time for Denver convention if sent to PSA? PSA, I wouldn't send them until PSA had a $20 grading tier, which they don't right now. So, no. Because I think they're going to open a $20 grading tier before the end of the year, but probably not before Denver, unfortunately. Oh, this is Giratina's first appearance. Like, what happened in this era? What happened in the early, like, Diamond Pearl era when you have a Giratina card that looks that sick, and this is the first appearance? Same with, hold on, I gotta show you Garchomp. I gotta show you Garchomp again. Garchomp's first appearance. Look at that. What happened? Garchomp has some amazing cards. That's what he's gonna be. That's his rookie card right there. That's yikes. Yikes. They went full on like CG in the early Diamond Pearl era. It's weird. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. Yeah, there's Giratina. There's better Giratina. Aggron. That's first appearance Aggron, I think. That one's pretty cool. I like that one. That's again, that's Mitsuhiro Arita. Like Arita's artworks, Arita, Nishida, and Himeno are probably maybe my top 3. And Sao Sao does some really cool artwork as well. But whew, there's some really good artworks. Nakamura, this one's pretty cool. They went CG, but also low effort CG, right? This one's cool. This one has doesn't have a swirl. Yeah, it kind of does right here. But it has Hollow Bleed. It's really hard for me to show Hollow Bleed to you guys for some reason, but got a couple Sableyes. Really cool artwork. Another Arita artwork. Harada. This one is super cool. I actually really like Banette. Probably one of my favorite ghost type Pokemon. Really sick. And Delta Species Ninetales. Another crazy artwork. Kusajima. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. You know, I could send it for, what, $13 a piece to CGC. Get them back. Figure out, you know, the grades on them. maybe make some decisions then, like, hey, do I want to send a PSA? Or I just continue to wait and be patient for $20 at PSA and then send them off to PSA. I think I'll probably continue to wait, but it does suck to just see this big pile growing and, like, nothing I can do with it. It's just chilling. It's just chilling. It's like, man, I wanna. Oh, this is I think first appearance Lucario. That's a cool Lucario card for first appearance. It's pretty sick. Who did that one? Sugimori. This is an Arita artwork again. Jolteon, absolutely awesome. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is absolutely mint. I think this would get PSA 10. And it has a swirl top left. You see that? Oh! So nice. Charizard level X. Gorgeous. Alright, well. We'll see. But yeah, these bad boys. Oh, I love the Versus series. Yeah, I love the... Is that the Charizard Versus series? The cross... I think they call it cross-hatching, right? The cross-hatching shadows and stuff. Dude, I love that. So good. You like Eevee? I love Eevee. I'm a fan of Eevee and the evolutions. Big fan. How's it going, Jeff? Yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys. It's gonna be a yeah, I really like that artwork. I really like that Charizard a lot. I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek. I haven't made this video yet because I'm waiting for the Gyarados to come back. I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek of something, okay? They've been in the background the whole time. And if you guys are in the Discord, you've probably seen these already. But the ponchos are back. And they got 10s. The Charizard Pikachu ponchos, at least. They got PSA 10s, baby. We got this one. Charizard Y, I think. The Charizard Y or X? Charizard Y. Beautiful. And then we have Charizard X. Oof. Mega Evolutions are so cool. Mega Evolutions are so sick. Yeah, this one got a 10, and then I had a second Charizard X that also got a 10 that I'm trying to sell right now on eBay. So yeah, these came in. I will be doing a video though, so you guys still have to watch the video, obviously. But I was very happy with the grades that they got. I've been trying to figure out, like, do I want to sell them? Do I want to keep them? Still waiting for the Gyarados. Hopefully the Gyarados will come back 10s as well. And then we'll have a real problem. Part of me is like, I hope the Gyarados come back, the Gyarados and Magikarp come back 9 so I can sell them. So I can feel good about selling them. So I can make that money back. If they come back 10s, I'm like, I don't think I can sell them. I don't think I can do it. But this is actually the first PSA case I've ever had. And so I really try to not be like, it's not that I don't try to be mean. I don't try to shit on any particular company. There's things that CGC doesn't like that I don't like about CGC. There's things that I don't like about PSA. PSA cases are not good. Like, I don't know why. When I pulled these out of the box, I was afraid to drop it. I was afraid to bend it. I was afraid to drop it. Like, the CGC cases are just enough thicker to feel a lot more, like, sturdy. And these, I'm like, oh god, if I drop this thing, it's just gonna fucking shatter. And I don't know if that's true. I mean, I'm sure if I drop this, it wouldn't shatter. But there's this feeling of, like, when they're so much thinner. They just feel so much thinner. And the thickness really isn't that different, but it just feels very different. I don't know what it is. It's odd. I think, and, you know, a lot of people say this. I do think CGC has better cases. I really don't like the cloudiness around the case. Not a huge fan of that. But one thing that happened, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. Oh, there you go. That happened. All three have damage underneath the label from, I think it's got to be from like the sonic welding or the sonic sealing or whatever. But yeah, all three of them were damaged underneath the label with whatever that rubbing or I don't know. All three of them. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, I would say that I definitely continue to prefer the look and the thickness and stuff of CGC. But, you know, they're fine. They seem fine. I do want to get, so they have these things for PSA cases where they're like rubber things that you can put around the case. I think we saw them at Collecticon. But they're basically a case for your case. They're essentially a case for your case. But I thought it would be cool to get a couple for these, to get like a black one for this one to kind of complement the black. Or maybe the blue. I could do a blue to complement the blue. And then I could do like an orange to complement this on the outside. So yeah, you kind of, yeah, case condom, exactly. I could get a couple case condoms to complement the artworks of the stuff, so. Well, I think the CGC slab is nicer overall. I actually don't mind the cloudiness. I mean, it's not bad. It just, I don't know. I really like the clearness. Ugh. Here I grab a Pikachu to go with the Pikachu. I really like the clearness. If you put them side by side, it's like, damn. I don't know. It's serviceable. It's not bad. It's not like the cloudiness is ugly or anything. I don't think it's ugly. Like, it's fine. I just really like the clear case of CGC comparatively. And I like the CGC label, personally. But that's more personal preference stuff. Now that they've fixed the centering of the actual grade in the box, I think CGC does a good job with their labels. They don't, they don't abbreviate everything. Like, I don't know what PM is. 2016 PM, JPN, XY promo. Like, what does the PM mean? I don't even know. And then the MCY, I think I don't know what that means. Like, it would be kind of nice if I could read out everything that was on the label, but it is what it is. I think that's a pretty common a common frustration. They both have their merits, but yeah, I definitely had to get these in PSA because I knew that I would have a better shot at getting a 10 in these particular cards for PSA, and they sell for a lot more in a 10 than they do in a CGC 9.5, so it was more important for me to spend, $100 a piece to get these graded than to spend, $25 a piece to get them graded at CGC, so, because I could guarantee more of the, PM is Pokemon? Is it really? They abbreviate Pokemon with PM? I don't know. I have no idea. Pokemon Japan? Maybe. That's kind of weird. I have no idea. I have no clue. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I just thought it would be fun to go through my submission. I do have to now put these into CGC and send them off in the morning. Oh, Pocket Monsters. Yeah, it could stand for Pocket Monsters. True. That's true. It is just odd. It's just a little weird. It's just a little weird. But yeah. Oh, semi-old guy. I told these guys already, but I'm going to be going to the Denver Collecticon, and I'm actually going to be vending there. As far as I know, at this point, I'm going to be vending there. So I'm pretty excited about that. We'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna be vending with all of the with the crew from the Discord I'm in. So we'll see. I guess it probably depends on whether or not they can get tables, and then it depends on whether or not they can get the amount of tables that they want, and then I'd be splitting a table with another person, so I would have a case and they would have a case probably, and doing that, but I think it would be fun. So we'll have to see. I'm flying in on Friday and leaving on Monday to Denver. Never been to Denver before, but I'm pretty excited because I think there's mountains. I think there's mountains. You may go then. Also have friends and family in Denver. Bro, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. That'd be pretty sick. I know, I think I'm going to be... I don't know exactly how they're doing this, but I think they want to set up a... They want to set up a... like an Airbnb or something with the people from Discord, so... But yeah. It's in October? Yes. Great American Beer Festival is in Denver in October? Oh boy. Oh boy. That'd be cool. Alright guys. I think I'm going to head out. If you guys haven't hit the like button on the stream yet, I would appreciate it if you would. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night. And yeah. I have a lot of cards to send in. But I should get these back in a couple weeks, and then we can go over what grades they got. We can see if we were correct and if we got any 10s. Alright, dudes. See you later. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Have a good rest of your night. Bye-bye.